Okay, this is the health promotion in preschool and school age. I add this two period of age together because I think if you compare between two age group, and then you can see how they develop from preschool to school age. So by this age, most of the time they being with their friend at the school, and then they are talkative, and then they have can be cooperative yet competitive. So I think it's very interesting to provide their health promotion, especially during in the school. In this age group, they have weight is slow during this period. However, they completely develop about their gross motor, and they have ability to do many things. During the puberty, some of them they begin at 8 to 9 years, quite early. And if you take a look by this preschooler and school age, you can see that girl may be slightly larger, gain weight, or higher than taller than boy. And the emotional and activity in this age is very interesting because like I said, that most of the time they spend their time in the school or with their friends, so they have the social and emotional health change a lot. This age, they want to please their parents, and the relationship between family is quite vary depend on the characteristic of the family, but communication with family is quite important, especially by the end of school age. And in this age, they love to learn the new thing, new skill, and also the self-confidence is grow, and then they feel inferior to other children. And peer is the most important thing during this period of time. They have best friend. However, they choose of friend. The choice of friend is may change often. They might have many groups, and they look for acceptance, or like their friend is, they want to be hero among their friend. So if they not satisfied, or they have be rejected from the group, they might have school anxiety, or even though if they have exclusion, their friend not they reject, their friend reject them, they might have the problem, depressed or bully problem, which is the huge problem, especially in the social media get involved with this problem. And you can see by this age group, girls usually play with girls, and boys usually play with boys. And for the spiritual health in this age is the critical time of the beginning of self-concept, or you can call the self-esteem. It's start beginning at the end about school age, and it will well develop in adolescence. Self-esteem is the sense of value or worth that people attach to themselves. So if they have positive concept by themselves, they will act in the way that enhance ability, feel capable and worthwhile. They feel good to themselves. But if negative, it's another way. So it's very important to help them to identify themselves, and to find the good thing in themselves. Sense of competence result in self-confidence. So it's spiritual health in this age is very important. About moral, in these children, they can tell difference between right and wrong, and understand about rule, and then they wait for their turn, so they can play a game that have rule. they can share things, that share toy, and they have a change about emotional. They can explain anger or jealousy in competition. The cognitive development, like I mentioned, that this group, they love to learn the new thing, and then they excited about starting at school. They, however, in some children, they might have a limit about attention span. They might have a problem at school. In preschooler, some of them, they still have imaginary friend, and this age group, they learn better through experience. Preschooler who have playmate maybe develop well when they are doing well when they in the school age. For the cognitive, I mentioned already, they from Piaget, you can learn from this picture. This is about conservation. Conservation is the children will learn. Most of them, they will answer correctly in both number or volume by about 7 years. So they, in this age, they start to understanding about consequence of the step. If you explain something to them, they will understand clearly. So you can modify to nursing care. You have to explain them step by step. And self-care is depend on the fine motor development. So in this age, you can encourage them to do self-care. However, the problem of game addicted, it's happened in both gender. Okay, that's all for this age.